Welcome everybody to Extreme Off-Road Silly Bills, and today we're dealing with the 1992 Alfa Romeo 155 Q4. Now this has 758 horsepower, 527 pounds-feet of torque from a 3.4 litre twin turbocharged V6 engine. The car itself now weighs 2,252 pounds. Came with all-wheel drive standard, but it now has off-road tyres and off-road suspension, and it can only 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds, 0 to 104.919 seconds, and go to a top speed of 243 miles an hour. So we've had in the last few videos a spate of cars getting into the top 10, like some of the Koenigsegg Jesko, Chevrolet Corvette Stingray Coupe, and a Toyota Supra RZ. But because this is older than those cars, I'm not expecting it to be as quick, but it should still impress, I imagine. Because yeah, it came with all-wheel drive standard, so yeah, it's not going to really struggle to deal with that. And yeah, even in testing with this car in stock form, it's impressed me with its off-road capabilities. So yeah, I imagine it's going to be quick. I just don't think it's going to be quite as quick as some of the cars that we've had recently. But that's not a real shame, because those cars have not only gone into the top 10, but have been under the 2-minute mark, which very few vehicles have actually done on this series. So yeah, I wouldn't be disappointed if this wouldn't be able to manage that. But it'd be interesting to see what it can do against other Alfa Romeos, because obviously we've had the Stelvio on here before, which is obviously an SUV. So it'd be nice to see if this could beat that, especially considering, you know, being an SUV it's meant for doing this kind of stuff, but it's also far newer. So yeah, and on the whole, I do prefer this car to the Stelvio, even though I do actually do quite like that car. One of the few modern SUVs that I actually do like. But yeah, this is handling everything okay so far. It's dealing with the power alright, especially considering it's more than 3 times the power it had originally. Because it only had 187 horsepower in stock form. So we're asking a lot from it, and yeah, it's struggling a little bit in terms of some corners, but on the whole it's okay. Certainly not hit any more walls than, say, other vehicles that we've had on the series, so yeah, that's fine. As long as we're not spinning out or, you know, coming into head-on collisions or anything like that, then we're alright. Nice drifting around corners as well. The all-wheel drive system is definitely going to be helping with that power and obviously the off-road conditions. The all-wheel drive system itself was already nicely balanced, so it's going to be balancing that power pretty good as well. It's a really high revving engine as well. Don't think we've used this engine much as well. 171 mile an hour across the finish line there, and a time of 2 minutes .197. So it might not be under 2 minutes, but it's come damn close to matching those previous vehicles that I've said earlier that were really impressive. And it's gone right into 11th place, beating the Hoonigan Ford Bronco, Toyota Land Cruiser Arctic Trucks AT37, Chevrolet Camaro Z28, Peugeot 205 Rally, Porsche 968 Turbo S, and the Ford GT40 Mark 1. But crucially, it's beating the likes of the Alfa Romeo 33 Stradale, the Alfa Romeo P3, where's the Stelvio? Well, it's beating the Giulia Quadrifoglio as well, which is obviously far more modern Saloon in comparison to this. And yeah, the Stelvio is way down. I've forgotten how much slower that car was in comparison to other vehicles on this series. But obviously, being a large, heavy SUV, it wasn't guaranteed to be quick. But yeah, that only managed 2 minutes 7.521. So despite being more modern, being an SUV made for going off-road, that is yeah, more than 7 seconds slower than this, which is a huge margin. And yeah, this wasn't perfect on its run. Obviously it hit a few walls here and there, but on the whole it was controllable and able to use its power and yeah, manage the off-road conditions fine. So yeah, overall impressed by it, even if it isn't, you know, below the 2 minute mark. Nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you with the next one. Bye.